Welcome back to the iOS app development series. In this course, I'm going to be covering multi-threading. Now, there's a couple reasons for using multi-threading. One is it increases the UI responsiveness if you move the tasks to another thread. So you can still continue clicking while a task is running, and it will seem responsive. The other reason is to take advantage of the multi-cores. With the iPhone 4, there's just a single core. However, with 4S and 5, there's dual cores. We might as well use both those cores. In this session, I'm going to look at the old method of creating a thread. Still works very well, and it's the NSThread detach new thread selector. It's pretty simple to set up. I'm going to start with a new method, and I will just define a new method to do some work. I'm going to call it do something, and it's just going to take an NS number, and I'm going to call it n. And I'll just put a loop in here for int I is equal to 0 while I is less than n integer value plus I. And then I'm just going to output what's happening, worker count, %d, and the current count on the loop. Now, one other thing I want to do here is I want to add a wait in here. And what this will do is it will put the thread to sleep for 10 milliseconds. And so every time it runs, it puts the thread to sleep, and it'll allow other threads to run at the same time. And in the viewDidLoad event, I'll make a bit of space here. Now I have to add this thread. NSThread, detach new thread selector, and I'm going to use do something as the thread selector. And I want to use as the target self, and with object I'm going to create a new NS number just to show that you can send variables and information to do this. Init with int, make that 50, and now this will run now. I'll just run it right now to show you. And as you can see, it counted to 49 from 0 through 49. Next thing, I'm going to add a for loop in here in the main thread. Int I is equal to 0 while I is less than 50 plus I. The same as I did in the do something method, I'm going to output which thread it is and the count. %d, I, and I'm also going to put it to sleep. This time I'm going to put it to sleep for 40 seconds. 40 milliseconds, that is. And I'll run this now. And as you can see, they're both happening at the same time. In the simulator, it's running on 2 threads, but there's only 1 core. And so as it goes to sleep, the next one runs, and each of the threads performs work. In this session, I covered the old method of creating threads. In the next session, I'm going to look at 2 other methods of creating threads. Thanks for watching.